everyone, this is Maddie right here. Today's video is going to be my updated skincare routine. I'm not sure whether I have done a skincare routine video in the past, but I can't remember. So I'm just going to do this today, and this was requested by a subscriber called Snowy13, one of my subscribers, and she requested that I do an updated skincare routine. So before I start off with my routine, I'm going to talk about a history of my skin and also show you like my skin. So I'll go in as close as my camera can focus. So this is what my skin looks like. Alright, as you can tell, it's pretty clear except that I have two little dots right here. Now these are what they are called warts, as what my dermatologist say. They are not pimples, and I have had them for a really long time, since I think years, and I've asked my dermatologist what are those, and he told me that they are actually warts, and the only way that I can get rid of them is to use laser, which I think I might be doing in some time in the future when I have the money. And I don't have any makeup on, as you can tell, because this is a skincare video, so I thought that it's better to show you my skin without the makeup, so you can have like you can have an overview of what my skin looks like. So as I was saying, it looks pretty clear, as you can tell. I don't have any pimples, and yep, so that's my skin. Also, more onto my skin. Now the country that I'm living at is Singapore, which is a tropical country. And in a tropical country, the weather here is just rain and sunshine, so it's very hot, and it is also very humid, which is that means it has a lot of water vapor in the air, and which is a good and bad thing in living in a tropical country, which means that we don't have seasons, so our skin do not change according to the seasons. Such as like in winter, some people do suffer from drier skin because of the drier air. That doesn't happen in Singapore because our air is the same 24/7. We don't get like different kind of weather. Our weather just mainly wet, rain, or just sun. We don't have seasonal changes, and our skin don't change with the season. So if you are oily, then you are oily throughout the year. If you have dry skin, then you have dry skin throughout the year. This is either a good or bad thing. Like good is because our skin don't change according to the weather, but bad is that because of the humid level in our country, we do get I guess we do get breakouts more often because of the hotter weather, and also the humidity, which sometimes cause like sweating, so it causes like breakouts and stuff. So that is the weather in Singapore. This is where I live, so my skin condition is like that in this country. Okay, secondly, on my history of my skin, like when I was an older teenager, in my 18 or 19 years old, I took a drug called Accutane, which is a very strong drug for pimples or acne. During that time, I was having like breakouts on my skin, so I have a lot of pimples in my skin. That was when I was a teenager. So in the end, I took that step and took this very strong drug called Accutane, or the scientific name is called isotretinoin, which supposed to help cure my pimples, and which it did. From after I have taken that strong drug, I never had any big breakouts. I do have pimples once in a while during the time of the month, like my period, about 1 or 2, but I never have any like major breakouts ever again because of that drug. So I'm really thankful that I took that drug, and I took it at a very appropriate time because it left my skin really clear. I don't have like any pitted scars or scarring that is caused by pimples, because sometimes pimples can actually cause scarring, especially if you have major breakouts that keep breaking out over and over again. They can leave scars. So I'm glad that I took it at the right time, and I never had any after effects from that drug or any scars that are left over from that drug. So that is my history, and currently my skin is now normal skin except for my nose, which is oily. But other than that, my skin is pretty normal. I have a normal skin type. I used to have really oily skin, but as I grow older, I guess our skin changes, our oil secretions are less. I have moved on, my skin has moved on to a normal skin type, which is actually quite good. I kind of liked it actually as compared to oily skin. So yeah, so that is my skin. So that is a pretty long introduction of my skin. So let me get on to the my skincare routine. Okay, first off is the cleanser that I used. The cleanser that I use is this Avene cleanance gel. As you can tell, I have used quite a bit. This is my second bottle and I have already used it up. I already bought a backup, which is, you know, a backup in case I finish using now. I have gone through 2 bottles of this, as I have said, and I quite like this cleanser. It's a gel cleanser that is soapless, so it doesn't contain soap or anything that causes bubbles. So I like that it actually do clean my skin pretty well, and it does leave my skin feeling very clean, like all the dirt, like all the oils have been gone, and also removes makeup quite a bit. On days where I don't put on powder, or I just apply blush and concealer on my eye bags, I just use this cleanser and it can cleanse off like the makeup on my skin, just the regular makeup that I use. So I'm quite liking this. As I said, I already bought a backup. Now I like the old formula, as I've always been using the old formula. Recently I've heard that the newer one which I bought, look, even the bottle looks different, right, has been reformulated. The new Avene cleanance gel has been reformulated. So I'm not sure whether it will be as good as the old formula. I'm hoping it is, because they took one of the main ingredients, which is lactic acid, out of the new formula. So I'm not sure how well it will be. And that is just one thing that I think most of the people do understand, is like, if the cleanser is working well for most people, then why change the formula? So that is one thing that I also don't understand, but I'll try the new one, and I'll probably talk about this in one of my videos in the future. But for now, this is the cleanser that I've used and I do quite like it. Alright, the thing or the tool that I use to cleanse my skin with is the Clarisonic. Now I don't have to go into details about this. This is all over YouTube on this tool. It's a great tool. I highly recommend this tool for cleaning, because this tool, or the Clarisonic, it actually helps clean off makeup. Now if you are a person who uses makeup quite a lot, I highly suggest that you get this, because this is the final step. At least for me, I feel like this is the final step in cleaning all the makeup off my skin. Now with this tool, I can be assured that when I clean off, before I go to bed, I am sure that all traces of makeup or sunscreen has been off my face. Now you do not want to sleep with makeup or sunscreen on, because it can clog your pores. So I feel like getting this tool is great, because it really cleans off the makeup. And on top of that, I feel like after I started using Clarisonic, I think my skin has changed for the better. Now, not that my skin has not been good, but it has always been, I guess, it looks greasier. But after I started using Clarisonic, I feel like my skin condition has improved. It has been less greasy, and I do not have as much blackheads on my nose as I used to be. So I really like the Clarisonic. I use this every night before I go to bed. I only use it once a day, and I can really tell the difference in my skin. And to tell you more, the brush head that I'm using is actually the deep pore brush head, and I have recently switched to this, and I really like this brush head. So the Clarisonic. Alright, then moving on to toner. Now there are 2 kinds of toner that I use. Now before I move on to toners, I'm going to say that I actually cleanse my face 3 times a day.